Good morning and welcome to Real Estate Radio with Kelly Warren and Associates, where we are going to ring in the new year with our first show of the year. I know a lot of you listeners might have some real estate resolutions this year. So if that's your case, give us a call at 330-717-2689 or an email at askkelly@kellysoldit.com. I'm Kelly Warren and I'm in the studio as usual with my co-host, Handsome Jim.
The handsomest Jim.
The handsomest.
Yeah.
Is that the new, like, we're 2020, we're going to be handsomest
That's right.
Jim?
Handsomest Jim. Never
Okay.
mind, let's go with handsome Jim.
Okay, that's a mouthful.
Yeah, it was a tongue twister.
Yeah.
I couldn't get that one.
So we've been...
Wait, this is our first one of the year?
It is.
What was our last one?
Our last one was the last one of last year. That's how the calendar works.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I don't
good?
remember the date last Sunday.
Oh, I don't know. 7 days ago.
Like
You know why you don't
28th or
remember the
something.
date? Because this is that 2-week period of what day is it, you
Right.
know? Especially with Christmas and New Year's being midweek. I feel like I had 4 Mondays. Like, I went to work, I had a day or two off. I went to work, I had a day or two off. I
Yeah,
went to
that's
work,
weird.
like, every Thursday felt like a Monday for the last 2 weeks. So it was
I
like
didn't like it.
Monday, holiday, Monday, holiday. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm picking up what you're throwing down.
I kept seeing this weird little meme on Facebook all
I'm
week
eating what
too,
you're feeding me.
like happy holiday, full of cheese, confused, don't know what day it is. Like, it was like 3 little stick figures, like, what's going on in my world? And I literally felt that way.
That's what this last couple of weeks has been like.
But you know what?
What?
Through it all, we killed some real estate goals. Do you know that we surpassed our goal for the year? So
Really?
yeah, it was close. It was a nail biter. I was enjoying those last couple weeks at
Really?
work because we were all together as a team, like pushing through.
Like, hurry up,
So
get it.
yeah,
Yeah.
so our goal was to close 450 sales, to help 450 families move, to sell 450 houses. And we did 457.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So number 1 in the Tri-County area in the Valley for number of homes sold, number 1 as volume of homes sold, number 1 as buyer side home sale, and number 1 as listing side home sale. So pat myself on the back. That was a great
That's
team
crazy.
effort. I'm real proud of our team and
Well,
real
you know,
excited for what we have coming
we
in 2020.
had a really fun year.
We did.
Lots of cool things happened, a lot of new changes, a lot of great things that we brought to our clients. I'm stoked to see what we do in 2020.
Yeah.
See what the new cool thing is that we do.
Me too. We've had a little bit of change too at the end of the year. One of our agents retired, one of our agents got out of the business, and we had a couple new agents already transferring and coming in to join us. So if you're thinking about a career in real estate, if you're thinking like, what am I going to do with myself in 2020? Maybe real estate's your next challenge. You know, we're here to talk to you about homes, but also if you're thinking that homes might be a part of your life in a different way and you're thinking about selling real estate, you want to give us a call at 330-717-2689. We can help you out with that too.
Or kellysoldit.com.
Of course.
You ought to forget that.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
That's your echo one.
Yeah.
So,
But you forgot to say it first.
okay.
I'm sorry. Slowing us down.
Boy, we're off on the right foot this year. You know what else is going on, folks?
2020 fell flat on my face.
We have colds. So,
yeah.
so between the cold medicine and the sinuses, we're like, what'd you say? What's going on? We're like in this weird haze. Like the holidays, the weird work
Well,
weeks, the colds.
Our
It's just
holidays, yeah, we
funk.
were crazy. And then on New Year's Day, we did that tubing thing.
yes, we went snow tubing. It,
That
it
was
was
cool.
fun.
That
Yeah.
was neat. That
Yeah,
was
it was
a
a
lot
good
of cool
time.
stuff.
You should see us in our plus sizes going down a tube, going down a hill on a tube. So that's a good time for anybody to watch too.
I had to get out of that tube. I would just roll it out.
Right,
It was easier.
that was the easiest way.
Right. The kids were like, Dad, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, but we have
Nothing."
fun. So what I want to talk about today is expired listings. People keep saying to me, what's an expired? What's that mean?
Okay.
And with the new year, what happens is a lot of listing agents will take a listing for 6 or 12 months and they'll expire it out at the end of the year. So if you were on the market for a number of months and your house didn't sell, you become an expired listing on December 31st
Wait,
or January 1st.
Before we get into that, can we talk about our picks of the week?
Jim is like
I'm
chomping at the
really-
bit here.
Yes, I'm really, really excited.
Okay,
about
so we're
my
gonna
pick.
pause on expired listings. We're gonna talk about active, fun listings.
All right.
Jim has a property on the market that, let me tell you guys, let me give you an intro to this,
Oh my
because
goodness. Oh my
you know,
goodness.
normally we talk about our home picks of the week and it's regular part of our show, but today Jim texted me before I even got out of bed this morning, was like, I'm gonna drive over to Fisher Corinth and take another walk around so I can really talk about it today. Like, this is in his ideal area. If you're a listener of the show, you know that Jim likes Trumbull County and he likes land and open skies. So I think
Oh
he
my
just
goodness.
wanted to take a drive and this was his excuse.
Listen, this is this is literally probably like my dream retirement home.
All right. So
Like,
tell us all
so
about
this could-
5445 Fisher Corinth Road.
So let me just look at the paper real quick. It's currently listed at $285. It's 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. It's got a fireplace and one of those nice wood burning fireplaces.
This is out in Farmdale, if you're wondering where
Oh,
Fisher Corinth is.
I'm sorry. Yes.
Farmdale, Trumbull County.
Yep. Right before you get to Vernon.
Okay, yeah.
So it's really nice. But this place has a huge 24 by 40 barn, which wasn't even on my radar until I was like walking around the property today. 2 horse stalls, which was really cool, with the upstairs loft in this barn. So this thing is ridiculous.
Okay.
So get out of the truck, start walking around. It's so quiet.
You're such a storyteller.
Oh,
Go
man,
on.
It is so beautiful. It is so peaceful. It's absolutely everything I love about Trumbull County. I'm telling you right now, like if I was retiring, this is where I would go. So you start off. I walked in through the garage because that's why I go in. It's a giant ranch home. I say a lot. Jeremiah told me that over the holidays.
Yeah, you know what, listeners? You remember when Jim was doing this tally count of how many times I say when I'm reading something? His brother straight up was like, dude, you say all the time. So yeah, so we're gonna start a tally of Jim's ums.
That was funny. He's
Okay.
a trip.
Go on, Fisher Corinth Road.
So one of those giant big basements, because it's a ranch home.
Right.
So you know how they have those big ranch basements. It completely dry. They have
You know what those giant basements always remind me of? Like roller skating as a kid.
Yeah.
You like skate around the loop.
Yeah. It's one of these giant basements, which is awesome. Most of it was actually carpeted because it's completely dry, so they're not worried about anything like that down there. When I walk in through the garage, it's an oversized 2-car garage, so there's room to put in 2 cars and room to get around them and room to put all of your other stuff if you needed to, if you didn't have that giant barn in the back with 2 horse stalls. Like, it was crazy. Then I walked into
Check.
then you walk into like a little foyer type place that could go out to the backyard if you wanted to, or whatnot. So clean yourself off, get your shoes off for work or your boots or whatever, which is awesome.
This might be the longest featured home pickup.
I'm
week
sorry,
ever.
like I was so
Carry
excited.
on.
I was so
I'm
excited
enjoying your
about it.
excitement about it.
I'm telling
You were
like,
selling the dream, like everybody listening wants to buy 5445
Again.
Fisher Corinth Road.
again, so peaceful,
Peaceful.
so pleasant. It's like living in the
Pleasant.
middle of paradise.
Your own paradise.
It is. So
And you can own
hold
this
on.
for $285,000.
Ask me how much
Your
land it
own
comes with.
slice of heaven in Trumbull County, sitting on
20 acres.
20 acres.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous, folks.
Why are you mocking me?
I'm
I
sorry, I'm
loved
just
it.
having a good time.
The 8 acres is in the woods, so if you want to do hunting or anything like that, you can. Someone told me that some hunting happened over the hunting season, which was awesome.
Okay.
The other thing is
Check. You said it again. I don't even hear you say it though.
Really?
Yeah, it's you looking at me that makes me realize you said it.
Right.
Okay, go on.
So in the yard, or next to the yard, where it has its own private entrance off the front, it has like 500 frontage on a part of the yard. There's a trailer pad, so you can move a trailer in there, charge some rent, make some money, move a kid in there,
Have your in-laws move in?
all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
It has connections for sewer and water,
Okay.
so that's pretty cool. They don't even tell you that in this write-up. That's how cool this was. Where else did I go? So I walk into this huge family room with this beautiful wood-burning fireplace in it. Perfect spot to just chill. You walk past the family room, you're into the kitchen. The kitchen is huge, especially for these homes out in the middle of nowhere. Like, this is a big kitchen. Absolutely loved it. The kitchen then leads into a very elegant dining room. It's just absolutely beautiful.
Okay.
Your looks at my face are freaking me out.
I'm like, this is 17 minutes about one house. Go on, Jim.
So then you go
on the
to
next
the
segment, I'll give my home pick of
formal
the week.
living room. So it's beautiful. So you have a huge family room, a huge kitchen, a beautiful dining room, and a formal living room. Like, in the formal living room has this beautiful picture window that outlooks into the yard, which I absolutely love.
To hear the rest of Jim's story about Fisher Corinth Road, please give him a call at 330-717-2689 and ask him to continue.
I'm not done. It's got
Seriously,
mineral rights.
you got 30 seconds left. Finish up.
Mineral rights. You could do hunting. The neighbors are absolutely perfect.
Perfect people
Wonderful,
for neighbors.
Yep, wonderful neighborhood. Very peaceful, very quiet. Has a swimming pool.
Ooh,
You could do four-wheelers.
cherry on top right there.
You could do 4-wheelers. You could do hunting. You could farm the land. You could do all kinds of stuff at this property.
All right, buy this house,
I'll
folks.
quit with 30 seconds
Jim
left.
Warren will show it to you personally. He wants to continue driving up to this property,
I love
and
this place.
yes, he is in heaven. So please give him the honor of meeting you, and Handsome Jim will be your agent to show you this house.
I would love to.
Visit it online at kellysoldit.com.
Yeah, kellysoldit.com.
Okay, thank you. All right, so while we're doing home picks of the week out of order, I'm going to go ahead and give you mine. I'm going to do this at a quicker pace than Jim because that's just who I am.
Mine was
3963 Fairway Drive, Canfield, Ohio. So it's Canfield Schools. It's right by Tippecanoe Country Club. It's the prestigious Fairway Drive that everybody wants to live on.
that neighborhood's awesome.
It is.
I have a list of people that live in that neighborhood. Absolutely love that area.
Yes. Okay, true. Listed at $309,000, 3099.
Nice.
This is a steal because it's 3,100 square feet, and that's not including a basement. This has an unfinished basement that you can finish to make into additional space of your own. This is a 4-bedroom, 2-story colonial, nice long covered front porch, the kind of place where you sit on your rockers and enjoy the day, Jim's cup of tea, but right in Canfield. Canfield Schools. This is a nice size pie-shaped lot. It has,
That's like the third time.
okay, sorry, I'm not paying any attention
We're
to
funny.
myself.
It's funny that when we're looking at something is when we say it the most instead of like normal talking.
Whatever.
Like, what if we were sitting at home and we just normally say, "Hey, can you get me some water?"
I bet we do. All right, Fairway Drive in Canfield. So you walk in through the front door into the foyer. You've got a gigantic living room on your left. Biggest, or right, I don't know my left from my right. It is on your right. So biggest large living room, nice plushy carpet. The whole place is painted this agreeable gray, so it's the kind of shade that everybody wants their house to be. On the left is a formal dining room. There's a sitting room with a fireplace behind that. Completely updated, remodeled kitchen. It's gorgeous. Has an eating area, has a bay window overlooking the backyard. First floor laundry right off the kitchen. Attached garage right off the kitchen. All 4 bedrooms, good size, all on the second floor. There's also a first floor office that has a full bath attached to it that could be a 5th bedroom. So all of that, potential 5 bedrooms, Canfield Schools, reduced to 3099. These people want to sell. This is available for showings immediately, and it is open next Sunday, so January 12th from 1 to 2:30. I'll be there personally, so
Nice.
you can visit Hanson Jim personally in Farmdale, or you can come on over to Canfield Fairway Drive and talk with me and check out this open house next Sunday.
You didn't want me to tell you about like the updated windows.
No,
the updated roof?
you're done.
Oh.
Okay. So 3963 Fairway Drive, listed at 3099. Make an offer. Come see me at the open house next week. Visit it online at kellysoldit.com or give me a call or a text at 330-717-2689 for more information.
2 great houses this week.
2 great houses.
Very, very nice.
So you realize we're
excited.
almost halfway through the show and all we've done is home picks of the week. We have not yet talked about expired listings.
Oh, I forgot about that. Sorry.
so we do want to do that, folks.
Expireds.
Yeah.
All right. Are we doing that now?
Yeah, except for
Okay.
we're going to take a break in a minute. So you did this weird timing thing.
I'm
so
sorry. I screwed it all up.
yeah. Anyway,
So an expired, tell us what it is before we go into break.
Okay, so I'll leave you on a cliffhanger. I'll tell you what it is, and then we'll talk about
Okay.
how we can remedy this. So this is the property that went on the market. Maybe yours, maybe somebody you know, maybe that house sitting up the street from you that's been on the market for 6 months or a year, and you're like, I keep driving past, why isn't that house selling? So it's that house that didn't sell. And a lot of those expired off of our market December 31st and January 1st. So now these are sellers who own these properties who still want to sell them, and they're no longer on the market because of this expiration.
Sometimes. Do they all always want to sell?
That's an expired. Well, every once in a while somebody changes their mind, or they think, well, it didn't sell, so maybe I'll rent it out. But what I can tell you is that we're still in a great market, and we'll continue to be in a good market going into January and into the new year, into spring market, which will come, quicker than you know how fast time flies. So, so my suggestion is what you want to do is obviously meet with us so that we can tell you what we need to do to change to get your house where it needs to be to sell, and what our marketing does differently to get it sold. So we're going to talk about that when we come back from this break. If you've got real estate related questions, as always, you can send them over to us at askkelly@kellysoldit.com. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back to talk to you after this. Welcome back to Real Estate Radio with Kelly Warren and Associates, where we are talking about the real estate market right here in the Mahoning Valley. I'm Kelly, and I'm here still with handsome Jim.
What if I left?
Right? We can just get these colds. I thought about going to blow my nose, but instead you get this. I'm going to pretend this is my sexy cold voice, not my stuffy head cold voice.
It's not, I promise.
So it's not. You're just, I know my eyes are glazed over. We're having a great day. So as we've been in the studio this morning, we actually got an email from one of our listeners, so it kind of fits in with our topic. Although her home has not been on the market yet, it's not an expired listing, but Andrea wrote,
right. So
yeah, she did not start her email with
Right.
Andrea wrote, I need to find out how a few things work and how much I can get for selling my home. So she's interested in how this works and what she's going to get for selling her home. And that's what we're going to talk about with expired listings is if it didn't sell the first time around and your goal is still to get your home sold, what do you need to do different? What do you need to change up? How do we fix that?
Right.
Let's make 2020 your year. Let's get the house sold. Let's do it right for you.
Let's get you to the next step of whatever you're trying.
Right. I know a lot of you listen to Dan Rivers in the morning, and you hear him give our success stories. And a lot of those talk about, hey, their house was on the market and it didn't sell, and this is what we were able to do different for them.
Correct.
And that is a big part of what we do. We almost specialize in expired listings. We do all listings, but properties that were on the market with somebody else and the sellers come to us a little bit discouraged, they tried this. They thought they were moving. It's a mental hurdle when you pack your boxes and you get ready to move and then the house doesn't sell,
Right.
So I understand the mentality and the mindset, and I understand how frustrating it can be. And what our goal is to fix the situation and turn it around for you as quick as possible so that you can actually have your home sold.
Right.
I like this better. We're talking real estate instead of you going on about your dream home. This feels like a whole different show than 3 minutes ago.
I feel like my dream home, the storytelling is the important part of radio because they can't see anything. And, when we just talk about the blah, 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 blah,
All right,
numbers and stuff, that gets boring.
So set them up with a story here, Jim. So let's talk about this expired situation. So Mr. and Mrs. Smith, they own this beautiful 2-story colonial. They've lived in it for 25 years. They've raised their kids there.
Okay.
This is home.
Yeah.
And they make this mental decision, I'm going to sell. It's time to downsize. I'm getting older. The kids have moved out. I don't need all this space. The steps are getting harder for us. And while you're still in good health and in your right mind, you make the conscious decision, it's time to downsize. I'm going to buy a smaller ranch. I'm going to go closer to the kids. Here's my current needs today. And the house, the 25-year home that you've lived in, is all of these memories and all of this emotion, and you make this decision to put this house on the market, and when you do that you think it's going to sell, and how heartbreaking is it when it doesn't, right?
Yeah, when not everybody loves it the way that you do.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
Okay, so
If
so
we
you
could
follow
sell
me
the
here.
love in homes.
I know, right?
That would be awesome.
Sell all those memories. Here's what you're going to experience when you live here for all these years.
Exactly.
Yeah, I wish.
Yeah.
So a couple things that you want to consider if your house didn't sell and if you're in that situation. First, of course, obviously, shameless plug. You want to call us, 330-717-2689. Shameless plug, call us.
Pug.
Plug, not pug.
Oh. I'm like, what's wrong with their pug?
No.
The poor little puppy.
Call us, we'll fix your situation. That's where I was going with that.
Yes.
But so what we'll do, what our whole, like, when you call us and when I come out there, is we're going to take a walk around. We're going to look at it from a buyer's perspective. So you as the sellers are seeing everything that you've loved about the house. You're seeing so much in this property. You're not seeing it the way that the buyer sees it. So if you could take off those rose-colored glasses and walk around the house from a buyer's perspective, and we'll do that for you. But when we look at it, we're looking at okay, maybe the windows are a little bit older. Maybe there's a rip in a screen from the cat hanging on it. And you just don't see it because you look at it every day,
Or
you know?
12-year-old thinks he's really cool because he got a pocket knife.
Yeah, we had that happen once, right? So, stains on the carpet that you might be like, oh, the grandkids spent the night and spilled soda. And, where a new buyer comes in and they're like, this carpet's shot, I'm going to have to replace it. They're not seeing the memory that happened with the incident,
Right.
You might remember picking out wallpaper in the 1980s and thinking, I love this, and hanging it up, and it's been there ever since. And they're coming in thinking, wallpaper's out of style, I got to rip this down, I don't like it, it's going to cost me time and money to do so. So they're looking at the house from different eyes than you're looking at the house.
Correct.
So two things need to happen. One of two things. You either need to make the changes to the house or the changes to the price, and then it's more attractive for them to buy it. That's as simple as this gets, really. You change the house or you change the price. Of course, we will change the marketing, because four things are the factor to sell any property: the location, the marketing, the price, and the condition.
Yep.
And most of those things can be changed up with the price.
There's only one that can't be changed.
Yeah, the location.
Correct.
But you can change the price to accommodate for a location.
Correct.
So same exact house in two different locations is worth a different amount of money.
Correct.
Right. You follow me?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
I'm here with you.
You're
Let's go.
giving me weird looks.
I
I get all these
I have a
signals.
cold.
It is the
I'm
cold.
trying to die.
We should not do radio shows when we're not feeling our best.
It's so funny.
So, all right, so you're in that situation. The house is expired. You've now decided, okay, let's put it back on the market, but we don't want to have this heartache again. So, as Dan tells you when he gives you the success stories, we will help you make those changes. We will give you the exact input. And sometimes maybe your past realtor knew it and, was just afraid of hurting your feelings or didn't think that you would want to make the reduction or whatever. So sometimes the agent is actually being kind by not telling you this stuff, and it's not helping either party.
Right.
It's not helping you having the house on the market. It's not helping them having a frustrated client. So it is sometimes a fine conversation, a tough conversation, but I find it better to just be open and honest and do that. So if I walk into your house and it smells like animal urine, you may be nose blind to that. You may not notice that. When I tell you that, I'll do it in my kindest way, but it is something that, wouldn't you rather know and have the house be able to fix that problem so that somebody will come and buy it? Because the other option is to reduce it, and it's not worth $20,000 less just because it smells like your cat. But let's make that change. Right.
So
right.
That's the thing. As a seller, you're like, it's a $200 fix. But a buyer doesn't know that or doesn't see that and don't feel that. And if they don't buy a lot of houses, like an investor will come in and know exactly how to fix that. But Joe Blow off the street who's buying his first or second home doesn't know how to fix that and doesn't know how to deal with that. So to him, he's heard horror stories of I've had to replace subfloors and it's cost $20,000 and stuff like that. So if it's something that we can help you fix or go through first before that happens, we're going to do that. So that's the thing people don't realize.
Yeah, it's true. So location, condition, changing those things up. Price is a factor sometimes. Maybe you've got to make that price reduction. Maybe you're not in the right area with the price. Maybe it's a small one. Maybe it's a big one. We don't know until we get to your house and we talk to you and we see where you've been at and where it's been marketed at. Sometimes it's just a matter of missing a boat. If you're listed at $199 versus $207, sometimes that 07, the house might really be worth the 205 or the 207 or the 209, but that $10,000 gap there, you'd be so much well suited to drop into that lower price range and have it sold quicker.
Yeah.
Different groups of buyers are looking in price brackets. So somebody might be looking 150 to 200 or 175 to 200. Different people are looking 200 to 225 or 200 to 250.
Well, and the psychological mindset behind a lot of that, we actually are blessed to be part of a group that does a lot of research in this avenue, and in the psychological thought process to a buyer really matters to people, and the research that we've done and how we help buyers overcome that for your house that you're trying to sell is something that we really focus on. So, yeah,
Very good.
it's
You're
cool
right.
stuff.
Yeah. So it might be pricing, might be the big reduction, might be the small reduction. And then of course it could have a lot to do with the marketing. If you've hired an agent because they were somebody you knew, or because they were your neighbor, or because, you know, it was the first person that you called out of the phone book or something,
Phone book.
they
funny.
might have not properly marketed the house. And that is something that obviously we do leaps and bounds different than the other companies in town.
Correct.
Professional photography on every listing. That pictures is huge. That is where buyers are starting, is online. We're going to put you on 1,000 websites. We're going to do that with professional photography. We're going to do it with video tours and
It's way
Matterport.
over 1,000 these days.
Okay.
It's getting crazy.
It's insane the amount of websites we're going to feature you on. So but anyway, that marketing is what makes a huge difference too. If it's not being exposed to enough people, if enough people aren't seeing it, regardless if the condition and the price are right, then it may not be selling simply because people didn't know it was for sale. So you do need to list with a company and an agent who do this full time, who do this, you know, top notch all the time, sell more houses than anybody else. And that's why, where we started the show off, that we're the #1 team this year and will continue to be the #1 team into years to come. It's because of our marketing, because of our action plans and what we do different.
Yep.
So when we talk about your home on the radio, when we feature your home on TV on the Valley Spotlight, when your clients get to use our moving truck to move as the buyers, these are all reasons why they come to us and why they purchase our properties.
Makes sense.
And that's what helps you not have your house be an expired listing. So, all right, that's about all that we have for you today, folks. If you have any questions real estate related, of course, you want to give us a call or a text at 330-717-2689. You want to visit us online at kellysoldit.com. Or if you have any real estate related questions, you can always send them over to us at askkelly@kellysoldit.com. Thanks so much for tuning in and have a great day.